Number 2 bad.
All right.
Anyone wishing to make a presentation to the commission at this time, please come forward and give us your name and your address. If you do not wish your address given over the air, please provide that to Ms. Agner, and we will have a record of that. And I will also say this is a good time if you want to speak on behalf of Tony Briggs, because we'll be moving along pretty quickly after that.
A community should be noted for the ability and the willingness to honor people that have volunteered their time in the service of this community. That credit afforded to individual volunteers is something that should never be diminished. It should always be accentuated. And Tony Bridge, in his many capacities, from helping with the library to the Civic Now Convention Center, through just many individual charities that he's given to and supported, and for his recognition, recent induction, or soon-to-be induction, into the Texas Radio Broadcasters Hall of Fame, serves as president of the Texas Association of Broadcasters, but he never forgets home. And he may live 185 miles from here in Fort Worth, but he never forgets home. And this is his home. And as I explained to him today, earlier, there's a reason that his last name is Bridge. Because he bridges communities, he bridges people, he bridges factions, and he pulls people together. And I salute Mayor, members of the Commission, for honoring Mr. Tony Bridge, A.J. Tony Bridge, tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, we would be remiss if we didn't thank you for all the service that you provided to us, through us, and with us, all the things that you've done all the years. And I hope that's not carrying on conversation with you, but thank you very much.
Unless somebody has forgotten, my name is Gail Beal. I reside at 313 South Washington. Richard is wrong. Tony's up there doing missionary work. And let me tell you how I know that. The phone will ring and someone got me out. Gail, this is Tony Bridge. I've got something I want you to volunteer for. This blah, 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 needs to be done. And you can do it. And I've gotten those phone calls ever since he got up there doing missionary work. Point is, he loves this city and don't keep his fingers out of it at all. Thank you.
Mr. Hoffman, did she give her name and address?
Yes, she did.
Just checking. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else wishing to? Our former mayor is making her way here, and we will certainly honor that. Guarantee. She lives somewhere.
Good evening. I'm Audrey Carroll. I live at 503 Lansdowne. And I want to thank you all for honoring our friend, Tony Bridge. He is so deserving. And as one of the people that worked with him all through the years, he's a great chief. We were all fans. He knows how to do things. Always did and always will. Even if he is far away. He's our friend, and this is a wonderful night and a wonderful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Geraldine Mouthy, 213 West Austin and Uncertain, Texas, 5235 East Cypress Drive. Tony Bridge has done more for tourism in this county than anyone, and I'm happy to say he has been my mentor. He calls and says, this is what you need to do. You need to contact this person, and you know what? I do it because it brings good things to this city. And so thank you, Tony, for all you've done for tourism in Harrison County.
Anyone else?
almost like I'm Joyce Weekly, 441 Big Lake Road, Barnett, and I just felt the calling, just like at church again, you know, the preacher say it, and then you get up. I'm one of Tony's Indians, and he means the world to me, and he's done a wonderful job for many years for Marshall. And I'd like to say, when he calls you and say you need to do such and such, and it's great to be one of those folks that receive those calls.
Whereas Tony is a lifelong presence on radio in Marshall and East Texas for more than 65 years. Whereas Tony Briggs is considered to be a legend among radio broadcasters and personalities in Texas. And whereas Tony Briggs has earned recognition statewide for his work in radio during his career, as evidenced by his induction into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame on the 14th of this month in Houston, Texas. It doesn't say that here, but I'm adding a little bit. Whereas Tony Briggs always made promotion of Marshall a priority, and whereas Tony Briggs sought to improve Marshall through his work in radio, and whereas Tony Briggs applied his skills as a promoter we've heard that already, to promote the civic activities of Marshall, and whereas Tony Briggs was instrumental in the efforts to establish the Marshall Library and the Marshall Civic Center, among other important civic projects in Marshall. And whereas the Marshall community owes a tremendous debt of gratitude to Tony Briggs for his years of tireless service to the community for improving and promoting and improving Marshall. Therefore, in recognition of the lifelong accomplishments of Tony Briggs and the grateful appreciation of his entire efforts to support, promote, and improve Marshall, the City of Marshall Commission wishes to express sincere and grateful thanks to Tony Briggs and hereby proclaim this day, November the 4th, 2010, as Tony Briggs Day in Marshall, and encourages all citizens to join in recognizing the contribution Tony Briggs has made to Marshall. I, witness thereof, I accept my hand to cause the seal of the City of Marshall to be fixed on this 4th day of November 2010. Mayor. Okay.
That is overwhelming.
Well, thank you very much for being here, and I appreciate all the hard work. There's been a lot of friends that joined in there.
Yeah,
Our
so
city
proud.
managers, everybody's had a hand. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and city commissioners, staff. What little success I might have had.
You know what a microphone is?
Yeah, I do. But I like to look at my people. I will say this to you. I've tried very hard to mirror the fine people of this community in this county in everything I did, and to give back, and that's such a trite statement. You know, I'm going to do thus and so because my family and I want to give back. You know, you've heard all of that, but I really believed, to borrow a slogan from Rotary, he profits most who serves the best. And I tried that, and whatever success I might have, I will say it was due entirely to the support, suggestions, and the wisdom of this community. I shall never forget it. I'm sorry that Joanne could not be with me tonight, but she was working elsewhere. And so I know she joins me in saying thank you. Thank you for a wonderful day and a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
description, it says H.A. Tony Bridge, the work praises the man.
You know, in jest, somebody said I was going to have to put an extra wall or something in for all my trophies. And I said, in jest, prophetic, I guess, that I would have to add a room. And having seen Victoria, my daughter, has been my chauffeur and my caregiver today while we're here. And as you can see, I lost all my health when I moved from Marshall. Does that tell you something? Not that Fort Worth was all that bad. They have paved brick streets and wonderful people, friendly people, just like we have here in Marshall. But it's good to be back. And again, thank you, and I hope you can get that in your car, Victoria.
We have a young man here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I say one thing? He might live 185 miles away, but all he talks about is Marshall, Texas. That's, that's all he does. Talk on the phone in Marshall, Texas, and talk about what's going on in Marshall. So he's still here, even though he may not live here.
I didn't know that you like that.